Alrighty, another video and another month about the moments in the rail industry. This month is, of course, June 2024. Now, you know me, I like to get straight to the point, so let's get right into it. Our first one is on June 4th. Another CSX Heritage unit was revealed, the Pittsburgh and Lake Erie. If you follow the Shitty Edits Archives Instagram, there are very funny memes and edits of the PNLE locomotive. Um, P. Anyway, between June 4th and June 12th, CP 2816 traveled to Mexico, and it was a something experience with good things and bad things. I'm not going to mention it because people are pissed off about it. So, there's that. On June 6, CSX 1869 was reported to have been cleaned after the Oshawa, Ontario incident. Notably, this shot had the other heritage unit behind it, the P&LE. I'm sorry, that's going to get to my head. P. Anyway, on June 12, a former IC Blue Devil has been reactivated by the CN Symington Diesel Shop and will now become a campus training unit. IC C40-8W, seen here, is back in operation, sitting outside the shop in Symington Yard and waiting to be moved to the CN training campus in Transcona Yard. On June 14th, it was announced that a third party is potentially taking over the dispatching of the Alameda Corridor. This 16.1-mile grade-separated corridor, which leads to the ports of Los Angeles and Long Beach, California, handles an average of 31 trains per day. Union Pacific currently dispatches the corridor with BNSF oversight. It used to be flipped, with BNSF previously dispatching it with UP oversight. Next month, or in this case, this month, they will turn over the dispatching to the Alameda Belt Line, a joint-owned subsidiary, according to a regulatory filing with the STB. On June 16th, a 118-year-old steam locomotive was spotted pulling a modern freight car, an autorack to be specific. Here we can see the drastic changes and size differences with the rolling stock and pretty much just trains in general in this century gap. That's pretty cool. Also on June 19th, a BN Jeep struck a truck in Ontario. This one is the few BN locomotives that are kept in Ontario, Canada. This unit is expected to be fixed and is actually at Macmillan Yard, the main yard in Toronto. Again on June 19th, Metrolink cab car 633 was spotted being moved with an F125. I'm unsure what's going on here, but I'm going to assume they're probably moving it to maybe eventually get rebuilt into just a standard coach, which they have been doing so far. On June 20th, an MJT ALP-46 had a bit of an oopsie with the overhead wires. Memes went calling this unit Diesel 10, and I could see why. On June 21st, Ferromex is getting 30 SD70 ACUs to be overhauled/rebuilt from XNS1s sold to Progress Rail in 2021. Also on June 20th, two trains collided in Brazil, an SD40 and an SFE-400. Basically, a freight locomotive and a passenger train collided with each other. This was due to signal failure. Unfortunately, the engineer and conductor have been, they said hi to Jesus, unfortunately. And that locomotive is 100% going to be scrapped. Sadly. There goes another SD40. In Brazil. Also on June 21st, another veterans unit by a G&W subsidiary. Oh boy. This seems like it's gonna be a recurring thing, I guess. On June 23rd, Via 83, the Toronto to London train struck the OBRY diamond just past Brampton GO Station, causing damage to the unit. This also caused GO trains to terminate at Bramley GO Station. Interestingly, this has never happened with Via Rail trains, as some actually pass through here on a daily basis. On the 23rd, it was a bit special, as typical Via trains which use the Lakeshore West line were detouring through here. So, what happened is not up to me because I have no clue. Also on June 23rd, VHA revealed more progress on several coaches. Nice! Seems like they're pretty much done with the exterior, and I really like how they have the VIA logo there too. On June 24th, Union Pacific honored George H.W. Bush's 100th birthday. UP4141 was painted into a special paint scheme commemorating the 41st President of the United States a long time ago. However, this unit was stored in a sort of memorial building for his passing in 2018. Post-edit, it was actually stored in the Bush Library. It was pulled out for his 100th birthday. Also on June 24th, Coaster Cab Car 2308 suffered damage to some windows after rocks were allegedly thrown. California, what's up now? Your foamers are out of control. I'm just kidding, I have no clue who or what caused this, but there's this. Also on June 24th, again, the Harper's Bridge caught fire. This iconic bridge was caught in potential arson. The fire also warped the rails, so a potential full replacement is gonna happen. On June 25th, Via Rail's 18th Siemens set arrived in Ontario. This is one of the first new paint scheme sets, and people hate it, rightfully so. This also commemorates a 50% completion of the Via sets. That means there's going to be 18 more, which means 36. Also on June 25th, another CSX Heritage unit was revealed. This one. Oh boy. On June 26th, oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, this one's hilarious. A CN train derailed, and people were comparing it to East Palestine. Well, at least the news in this case. Ever since East Palestine, train derailments containing pretty much tanker cars in this case were looked at as if it was another East Palestine situation. Really? I guess once the media gets a hand of things, they turn it into a stupid narrative. On June 27th, BNSF closed down a lot of subdivisions around the areas of,
Sioux Falls.
Oh, okay. Sioux Falls and Sioux City. The Marshall subdivision, the Mitchell subdivision, the Canton subdivision, and the Cornson subdivision. All due to flooding hazards, tracks being washed out, and even a bridge collapsing. And lastly, on June 27th, the Comet cars and NPCUs from Amtrak California made their way down to the Surfliner for extra service of the X Games event. This is the first time we had Amtrak California equipment come down here in years, actually. I wonder if this equipment will stay here, because the venture cars for Amtrak California are starting to arrive in mass, I guess. So I wouldn't really see a huge reason for them to return back up unless, you know, the fleet's not there, or at least enough of the venture cars are there. So, oh well, maybe they stay, maybe they don't. It's all up to speculation at this point. Well, that'll end this monthly video. Sorry for it ending on the 27th and not, you know, the 30th, because the 30th is my birthday. So, preparation had to be done earlier, and of course it ended earlier because, well, I'm not trying to edit anything on my birthday. So yeah, there's this video, and see you in July as usual.